Okay, so the next ones, ReqRes dot in, and you can see here, these three are done. Next, we need to create user. Okay, so create user, you can give this input data for this API. So just a base URL, API users. I can just duplicate this. This one. Oh, this one. Single user. Okay. Slash user, right? Slash users, slash users. And select the post method and body. Select this. And you can give this value. But you can give whatever you want, okay? So data, the name, whatever you want, you can give the job, you can give anything, okay? So that it will create basically. And what is the status code? 201, I think, right? 201. Yes. So you go here and update it. So create user. Status code is 201. 201 created. It will come 201 created. It's not there, I think. See, you can find all these things, status codes here. You have accepted, bad request, client error, forbidden, info not found, okay. Success P already there. I think this is not there. Created is not there. So you can delete this. And you want to validate, okay, after creating. So this data will create, right? With this, these two in the response body. If you want to validate, you can validate. Basically, you just create it. And you can see name job. You got it automatically. You can validate that. Create user. pm.expect JSON data dot base to equal name, right? So you have to give this name. Give this. Oh, yes. job. Later. These are all things you can remove because we don't need them. So this one we need to change. Create user. So that's the create user. They both the 201 created are passed. So test cases we just did that. You're checking, you have given the same this input. You will get them in the response body. Response body. Even you can store them in the environment variables or Excel sheets, okay? And you can supply. So just pass the header name like your parameter name. So parameter name you will pass like this, double curly bracket value. So the value will come directly here and it will so create a user with this user now name and job. Same next update user. So you have to give this update user, right? Update user. Update user. /2, right? /2 only, /2 put method. So you give the data, whatever the data you want to. So maybe I'll change the data. Put this one. Mhm. 200. Date user status code is 200. This leader is G resident vehicle. This one. You have to verify this one. Right. Save it and run this. Okay, so both are good. And last one, delete user. So /204. delete user. Yeah, 204 no content. So you can run this entire collection. So if you want, you can select this one and console you can clear up. Then you can run this. They're done. All the test cases are passed. Okay, so that's how you can develop the test cases. And, so you can run them like that. You can create overall. So how many requests they give? Same process. There is no change, and you will write that. Test cases is very important.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have one doubt, Ramesh. Can we do we need to write with the JavaScript only? So manual also can we write test cases?
No, manual means no. This is the
Like UI
ready-made.
functionality wise, how you can write UI? Can
No.
we write like
You can write them in your basically in your Excel sheet. But at the end of the day, in the Postman, you have to write like this only.
Yeah, okay.
Postman, you have to write like this only. So that's mandatory. Like this only you have to write here. So generally what you will write there in the Excel sheet or somewhere, verify the status code, verify JSON body data. That only will write.
Yeah.
So you're fetching the data and using in the other places that we have seen in the Postman APIs. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ramesh.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. BDD cucumber theory part we will understand. Then we can move on to now. Let me go here and we'll see BDD cucumber. So what is BDD? And this is another framework. Okay, so and we have a rest assured framework. Both will understand rest assured and BDD cucumber. So BD cucumber means behavior driven development. And we'll understand. First, let's understand test driven development. This is the first keyword before jumping onto the behavior-driven development. Test-driven development approach is so where automated test cases are first created and executed. So before developing the complete application code, you have a little bit application code, and then you will write the test cases. So then once you run, some test case will fail, right? So the failed test cases, basis on that, again, development will start to fix those failed test cases. And that approach is called TDD. Basically, test cases you will write before. And behavior-driven development means basically it has taken from TDD. And here, main focus is delivery is prioritized. And also, a common vocabulary will be created to reduce the gap between technical and non-technical people. Technical and non-technical people means who are writing the automation code or developers. Non-technical people, business people, like business analyst and other people who are not working, mainly managers, all those things, those people. So that is a behavior-driven development. So BDD is you will just create your test cases in plain English with the help of Gherkin keywords. You will use Gherkin keywords, we call them. Given, when, and then. So these are the keywords you will use. Using them, you will write the test cases. So you will write those test cases in given, when, then format. And those things again implemented in the another file that is called step definition file. Basically, each step you will implement in the code. You will write the code. So that is called step definitions. Feature files will be developed first. That's a primary step. A feature files contains all your scenarios. So each feature file has many scenarios. You will write many scenarios in one feature file. And so to support this BDD approach, BDD framework, so basically main objective, remember, technical and non-technical people can easily understand what you are testing. So technical people means automation testers, suppose you assume that. What you are automating, that other people also easily understand that. So now in the Selenium, you are nowhere mention the test cases, right? You're not going to mention any test cases anywhere. You're just writing the code based on your manual test cases. Somewhere you will write and you will do that. But in the code, we are not mentioning, right? A complete test cases. Test case flow, you won't know. or anybody, so in your project, they won't understand by seeing the Selenium code. But here, you will write the complete your functional flow. That means your scenario, what you are testing. You will write clearly. That is the difference between normal hybrid framework and BDD framework. So in the BDD framework, you will write your scenarios in plain English and easily understandable format using Gherkin keywords. Those Gherkin keywords are given, when, and then. These are the keywords, Gherkin keywords we call them. Then which tool will support this BDD approach? There are many tools are there. Cucumber is one of them. Okay. Cucumber is one of them. And JBehave, Protractor. There are so many tools are there. Let me show you other tools also. So BDD tools. So there are so many BDD tools. So Cucumber, SpecFlow, JBehave. So there are other tools, but these are the famous ones. SpecFlow, JBehave, Cucumber. These three are the very famous ones. Okay, so those are the tools which supports BDD tools. Okay, and so Cucumber is one of the open source tool, and so it's a free to use. Okay, so this tool is very widely used tool. Okay, and also it supports multiple programming languages such as Java, Ruby, .NET, Python, and it is also integrated with different other tools also, like Selenium, Ruby on Rails, Vatir, and other web-based testing tools. You can integrate with them. So, and Cucumber is one of the most widely used BDD tools. Apart from other, this is the widely used one. And these are the three modules will be there in the BDD Cucumber. So wherever you go, these three files are mandatory. So first one is the feature file. Second one, step definition. Third one, runner file. And a feature file is going to have first with a feature keyword, then scenario. So like this, feature, scenario, given, when, and you can use anywhere. And is just joining the multiple steps. And you can use given after, and you can use when after, and you can use then after also. So that's the given, when, then concept. So it starts with the feature. What is your feature name? What is your feature name? Then in the feature, many scenarios will be there. Scenario, given, when, and then. So these are how you can write the feature files. You can write multiple feature files. But each scenario will be developed like this. So one scenario after, you can write one more scenario. So this is the order. Feature one time only you will write. Then scenarios, you can write multiple. Scenario below, you have to write a given, when, then you have to write. Okay, given, when, and then you can write. So what is meant by given? What you will write in the given place? Scenario, you will write a scenario name. Like a login scenario. Given means a precondition step. So preconditions you will develop in the given. When means action steps. When is a action steps. Action steps you will write. And join more actions. This and is more steps if you want to add. Then validations. Post no action after you will get a validations, right? Any verifications you can do with the then keyword. Like you now you in the API, when you click on send button, you will do basically the status code verification and response body field verification, right? Those things you will put in the then keyword using then. And here the action is just sending the request. And given is basically you need to provide a valid endpoint URL and headers. So all this you will put in the given. So that's a given, when, then. Okay, so that's the feature files how you will write. So you have developed the step, right? This step you have written in plain English. And this step you need to develop in the step definitions. So this Gherkin keyword, this is the given, when, and then. These are the Gherkin keywords we call. This Gherkin keyword will become an annotation in the step definition Java file. Java file, basically Java file means a class. Java file inside, each step is a one Java method. Each step is one Java method. And this is the pattern. You will write a method name above. A pattern will be attached at the rate given that pattern you will write. So that is this given, when, then concept, and that each step will be implemented in the step definition file. Once you develop the logic here, main logic you will write here only. Once you develop the logic, and you will mention in the runner file the step definition file location and feature file location. And under this Cucumber options, you will mention them. And in the Cucumber options, you will mention glue and feature and reports. Plugin is the report. You will specify what type of report you want. So this is how this Cucumber architecture and the BDD Cucumber architecture will be like this. So any BDD Cucumber architecture is this one, feature files. So your feature file will end with a dot feature. And this step definition file is a plain Java file, a Java class. Class inside, each step is one method. So that method above, and you will write at the rate given parenthesis, the step name you will write in the parenthesis inside within double quotes. So same, you should match the step name here also. Then only your Cucumber will recognize, okay, this step is implementing here. It should match. How do you know which step you are implementing? How do you know? Exactly, the step name should match here. And you will give at the rate given, you will write here, and parenthesis inside the step name you will write. Then at the rate when, another so annotation, and this when after whatever the step is there, that step you will put in the double quotes, and below you will write a method. So you will write a method, basically Java method. You know Java methods, right? Public void. What is the method name? Step name itself is the method name. So that you will easily catch it. You will easily trace it. Okay, which step this method belongs to. You can trace it easily. So that's the how you can know track each step. So that's how you can use this. You can write. So this is the architecture. Let me show you. A feature file is a
So
file.
Ramesh, one
Yeah.
question. In the test runner, there it is showing 3 options, right? We can run as a run something suite and another option is also there. So in that scenario, we can run those methods in 3 different ways.
Where?
So it's in test runner. Can you please open that window? Yeah, here it is giving at the rate run with and at the rate.
This is just annotations you will mention in the runner file.
Okay.
You will run with a, these are the annotation.
Mm-hmm.
At the rate if you put, that's an annotation. So that
Okay.
means you are running with a, so JUnit, these are the JUnit annotations.
Oh, okay.
And also you can run entire this feature files, how many feature files you want to run, how many step functions you want to run, you will mention in the under Cucumber options.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So now that's a feature file. It's a very easily readable language you will write. The feature file usually contains a feature with multiple scenarios for testing that feature. So a feature file is an entry point to the Cucumber test cases. So this file is where you will describe your test cases in plain English and using Gherkin keywords. So the file extension is a dot feature extension. So these are the Gherkin keywords. Feature, so describe the feature you are testing. Scenario, describe what scenario you are automating. Given, this scenario related first precondition step. When, describe the action to be performed. And you can join multiple steps with and. So either not only with when after, you can use given after also, you can use then after also this and. So then is basically post condition verifications. So you can say that it is expected result of the test case. So here is an example. A search in Google.com website scenario, navigate to Google website and perform search. Basically, perform search is the scenario. So for that, what you need to do, given I have browser window open. When I navigate to google.com and search for Cucumber, then I should see comparison space. This is how we will write a plain English, your scenario. So that's how you will write your feature files in this format. And so basically this is the plain English, Gherkin means it's a plain English, a common language for all, anybody can understand easily. And so once you develop the feature files, then you have to develop the step definition files. So how this step definition, so it's a basically a small piece of code with a pattern attached to it. So, and also it's a Java method in a class with an annotation above it, like this. And this is the Java method. So this step related logic you will build in this